I'm going to show you a powerful hack to overcome cravings. Before I get into all that, I want you to check out this beautiful scenery. This is where I'm going on my walk today. Absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, let's get into it. So this is a tactic I use with all my clients, and it's going to sound really counterintuitive at first, but trust me, it works. And this tactic is to just simply honor your cravings. So when you really are craving chocolate, have some bloody chocolate. And as I'm editing this, thoughts coming to my mind, the old advice that other PTs, coaches, or people will give you when you're craving something sugary like chocolate or ice cream is go eat a piece of fruit. A piece of fruit's got sugar in it. I'm not craving fruit, you idiot. I'm craving like something really sweet. Fruit's not going to do that for you. Because what you typically do is when you have that craving, you'll say no to chocolate. And then you'll have that craving again. You'll say no again. And you'll keep saying no and keep saying no until at one point you give into that craving. But then this time when you give into the craving, you can't stop. You just keep eating it and keep eating it until you binge on it. And then you feel guilt and shame around that. So then what do you do again? You restrict until again, you cave in at some point. Then you go overboard on it. If you simply just honored your craving in the first place and had a little bit, you won't binge on it anymore. Remember when you were a kid and your parents said that you couldn't have something? And because they said you couldn't have it, you wanted it more than anything in the world? That's exactly what you're doing every time you say no to a craving. And I'm not saying that every time you have a craving, you should just run off and eat that food. But if you are craving something, most of the time, if you just have a small amount of it, that craving will go. But the reason why you try and restrict these foods in the first place is because you have some guilt and shame around them. You think that they're somehow bad for you. When the reality is, there's no such thing as a bad food, only the system. So if I ate nothing but high quality food all day, I ate meat, vegetables, fruits all day, then at the end of the day, I had a little bit of chocolate. Is that chocolate unhealthy for me? The answer is no. On the flip side, if I ate nothing but pizza, ice cream, pasta, chocolate all day, and then at the end of the day, I had a carrot, is that carrot healthy for me? The answer is it wouldn't hurt, but I mean, it's the system as a whole. So don't label foods as either good or bad. No individual food is good or bad for you. It is the system as a whole that is either good or bad. And when you think of the system as a whole, you realize that you don't need to restrict any foods to lose weight. You can have a slice of bread, you can have a glass of wine, you can have some chocolate, and you'll no longer feel guilty for it. Craving these foods so much because you're thinking they're some kind of naughty and taboo thing that you can't have. Therefore, the easiest way to break yourself out of that cycle is to just simply allow yourself to have that food in the first place. When you allow yourself to have it, and when you allow yourself to not only have it, but remove the guilt and the shame associated with it that you currently have now, because you're coming in with preconceived labels like a good food, I should only be eating good food, and I shouldn't be eating this because it's a bad food. Once you can do that, you'll find you'll start craving food a whole lot less. And just to wrap it up, let me know if you like this style of content. Would you rather watch a video of me just sitting in my office and talking, or would you rather me out in this beautiful nature?